Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing today? If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Busayo, but you can call me what? Busa, but you can call me Busa. And I film about my life here in Canada. Sometimes I talk about how you can come to Canada as an international student, because currently I'm in Canada as an international student. And that's something we're going to be talking about today. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're seeing my face for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm really sure you can gain one or two. In fact, I'm sure you can gain more than one thing on this channel. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. One thing I want to ask you guys for, if it's not too much to ask, is if you feel like this video is very useful, because I feel like a lot of people really benefit from my international students videos and all of that. So if you find it very useful, I hope you can share it maybe on your social media pages or your WhatsApp pages, or even share it to like specific people that you know will really use it. While it's helping them, it's also helping my channel and improving my hard work. So yes, if you can just help me share this video if you find it useful, and all the other videos I have that may relate to something you know someone is interested in, or you just feel like it's fun to watch, you can just share it to people. Just please share my channel and tell them to subscribe and watch my videos too. Okay guys, let's get into today's video. Now, anytime you see me in this space where there's TV, it looks like I'm in the office, it means we're about to talk about something that has to do with student permit, student visa, coming to Canada as a student. By the way, let me just start with my normal disclaimer of saying I'm not an immigration agent. I will never be one. It's not like there's anything wrong with the career, but it's just not my chosen career apart from the Lord and for myself. So yes, I'm not an immigration agent or anything like that. If you decide to take my advice or take any of my opinion, just know it's my personal opinion, not like IRCC told me anything. Okay, so today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to write a statement of purpose. Let's start from the first part. What is a statement of purpose? It's just like a short essay, short, you heard that part, short, about you telling the immigration agent why you feel like you should be granted the visa to come to Canada to study. That is basically what the statement of purpose is about, especially if it's something you feel like they will be iffy about in your application. For example, let's say you've never traveled before and you're wondering, oh my God, hope it's not that because I've never traveled before, they won't give me the visa. It's something that I can write there. Oh, I haven't gotten the opportunity to travel abroad and all of that because I've been studying from there and I did my NYSC if you're in Nigeria. And aside from that, I think I need to also mention that this statement of purpose I'm talking about is also known as letter of intent, and it's not the one you write to get admission into the school. This is after you've gotten admission and now you're not looking to travel. You get, so this is when you're writing to IRCC and not to your university. Here's my recommendation. Try to keep it within one page. Even if you want to stretch it, let's do 1.5, 2 pages. Once you start entering 3 pages, that's too much. I'm going to give you guys a sample, but before I give you the sample, right, I'm just trying to explain to you how your airspace will be, because everybody's situation is different, right? So even though I give you this sample, you may have additional situations or things you want to add to it, right? But if you kind of have the idea of, oh, this is what I can come up with, then that will help you. A trick I use for my own statement of purpose is the one I used to apply to a school, the letter of intent that you're meant to submit alongside your school application to be granted admission. I took that same document and I used it and just reworked one or two things and use it as my statement of purpose for the immigration agent. Do you get the vibes now? Okay, yeah. Before we move into the main statement of purpose, let's talk about where do you put this document in the entire application. So you know the part where we talk about additional documents. I always recommend that let your statement of purpose be the first thing in your additional document before you merge everything together. So additional documents and all of that will be kept in the last part of your IRCC portal that is called client information. So that is where you attach your additional documents, your statement of purpose, and all the other things you want to add into it, okay? I've blabbed too much, right? Let's get into the statement of purpose case study. Okay, so the first part of it is that I always try to have an header. Just put your first name, your last name. For example, my first name is Busa, my last name is Stevie. First name, last name. I'm just joking, that's not my last name. But just like put your first name and last name. The next thing is that your program name. When I say program name, are you studying Masters of Arts in Economics? Are you doing a Masters of Science in Finance? What are you doing? Like, write it there and put also the university you are going to. Are you going to, even if it's a college, right? Put the college you are going to there. There's literally a format here. I'm going to leave the format in the description box. So yeah, now let's get into the most part. what you are going to write. The first part of it is going to be your introduction. So here I have something that is saying I am an ardent economics. If you don't know, I studied economics for BSc, which is what I'm currently doing my master's into. So that was why I just started with that. But I kind of removed a couple of other things, right? So you can just start with, oh, I am an ardent economics, excited about the possibility of studying for the Masters of Arts program economics degree at the University of Busa TV, do you get, in Canada. So that part, if to them, this is my career path, this is where I'm heading to. I don't want to really talk too much because I feel like most of these things are like quite explanatory. Okay, let's continue. So now you're telling them I am writing this letter to express my desire to obtain a study permit visa to pursue education in Canada. And that one, just copy and paste it from this document. It's not too much. Now let's move to the next part. The next part, you're talking about where you currently are. You're talking about, oh, are you still a student right now, already preparing for your master's degree? Are you currently in high school, preparing for, I don't even think undergrad really need to do all of this. I think most people that do this are those that are going for like a second degree, be it in a university or college. It doesn't really matter. Second paragraph should talk about what you are currently doing now. Are you working now, a student about to graduate and then continue furthering your degree? Just talk about what you are doing now. However, there are some people that they studied maybe say microbiology and now they want to go and study human resources. Like those two things are like odds and opposites, right? Then you can literally add to it that I studied microbiology, but over time I realized that I'm more passionate about human resources, and this is what has pushed me further to venture more into that program. Yes, now just mesmerize them like you are thinking about it, right? Let them know, oh, this is where I am, this is where I'm heading to, and this is why I chose this program I'm going to. It doesn't have to be hard. Let's quickly see a sample here. So yeah, I wrote, I'm an investment banking analyst at Busa TV Limited, where I'm involved with this and that. From my this one is just lamba, like it's just talk. Do you get, like, you can literally write anything here, but this was for me particularly, like, from my enrollment in social science department in high school to picking economics as my major in university to integrating my, you get lamba now. So you can now go further from here. This has led to my desire to know more about economics. So this has led to your desire to do what? Do you get? Just try and take it and like twist it to tell your own story. I'm going to talk about this part. I always feel like is golden. Some people don't like doing it, which is why, like, for example, oh, they don't like talking about like where they are coming from. Maybe, oh, I don't want to throw Nigeria under the bus. Or why do I have to mention the battles that are going on in Nigeria, blah blah blah. Might as well just do the master's degree in Nigeria. Why are you not doing it there? Exactly. So explain it there, that is why you are not doing it in Nigeria. Oh, strike. Oh, I feel like I can get quality education here, or wherever country you are from, maybe not Nigeria. Like, anyways, being born and raised in Nigeria, I'm excited about the prospect of studying in a country that is well known for its quality of education and diverse culture. Then you can give like a short background of your life in Nigeria and just explain to like the IRCC officer why you are not choosing Nigeria. For example, let us say, in as much as I would love to study this in Nigeria, they do not have the necessary resources that will allow me to progress to the extent I want to go to. Like, this is what has pushed me to decide to seek this kind of knowledge and education abroad and then come back and develop it in Nigeria. Because there's one key thing you have to remember. Always refer to the fact that I'm going to come back to Nigeria. If you come back or you don't come back, I don't know. But just refer to the fact that I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Like, be a patriotic citizen of your home country. And just say everything I'm doing is just to make that country better. Do you get what I'm saying? Now let's move to your university that you are going to. Now you're going to explain to them, oh, this is why I've chosen this university. Let's say, for example, you chose University of Ontario. Is there anything like that? Jeez, I don't think there's anything like that. Let's say you don't, well, let me use my own university. Let's say you chose the University of Lethbridge, right? And I say, oh, I'm excited to go to the University of Lethbridge because of the opportunities. I've gone through the curriculum. I've also had opportunity to speak to students that are currently in the university. Even if you've not had the opportunity, put it there that you've had the opportunity to speak. As if you've gone to their website, right? You've seen their faces. Just put it there. I've had the opportunity to speak to students there, and the stories I've heard has really motivated me, or is what has motivated me to not only apply for admission there and gotten it, but also seek for an approval of my study visa. Do you get? I know I will expand my interpersonal skills and then come back to what? Build your country. Always what? Refer to coming back to improve your country, or coming back to just showcase all that you've learned and transfer that knowledge to someone else. Now let's move to us tying everything together, and let's bring in your sponsors into this. For example, you can say, oh, my parents are bankers, or my mom is a banker and my dad is an entrepreneur, and they have both been happy to see me grow in my career and go and further my studies. They are behind my back 100% and are willing to sponsor me all through my stay. You get, like, let them know that my parents have my back, or my sponsor has my back, and they're ready to support me. Then talk about the ones that are living back in Nigeria. Maybe you still have 2 siblings that are living back in Nigeria, that they really love you and they see you as their, even if they don't see you as their best sister, but just put it there that not only are you siblings, but you see yourself as best friends. So you kind of see yourself coming back home, even during the long break, to come and visit them. You see what I'm trying to show you there? You are creating a strong family tie back to, like, your people at home. You're letting them know that I'm not going, or even during the holidays, I'm going to come back. Even if you're not coming back, just put it there that during the holidays, I'm going to come back. Let me sit up. The reason why I kept this section here, this if you have not traveled out of Nigeria, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, I've not traveled out of Nigeria. So if you've not traveled out of Nigeria, just give them a bit more. Tell them that you've been studying all through, from high school to university, and then to your compulsory NYSC program. So you've not had that international exposure, and you know that it's something that's really going to help you. Now, you're not shooting yourself in the leg. You're just making them think that if you think I've not traveled, this is the reason why I haven't traveled all this while. Kind of play devil's advocate. Oh, what do I think they're going to be iffy about? Let me explain it quickly. I'll move to the financial obligation. This is where you are going to literally, like, quote unquote, close the entire thing. You mentioned that my sponsors have the money. Now you mentioned, oh, I haven't traveled before, or if you traveled before, don't even write anything. Or you mentioned my sponsor have the money. Then you mentioned, oh, I know there's a financial obligation that comes with studying in Canada, which involves tuition, not only tuition, also accommodation, feeding, upkeep, all of that things, right? This is the concluding part. You're just saying that, oh, if you grant me this visa, I'm telling you I'm going to obey the rules and regulations. I'm going to be a law-abiding citizen in no, you're not a citizen, no. I'm going to be like a law-abiding resident in Canada and all of that. Just giving them that reassurance. End it with, if they require any further information, let them know, and all of that. And then end it here. Now, like I mentioned before, if you stick to this part of the video, thank you very much. Like I mentioned before, these documents will actually be in the link in the description box. But yeah, I feel like it's a really good document. It's a great starting point. I think we've also come to the end of this video. Oh my God, videos like this dries out my throat. I don't know the spirit behind this kind of videos, but the way they dry out my throat, I don't understand. My throat will just be dry after I film videos like this. But anyways, we've come to the end of this video. Like I said, this is just a starting point for you. And if you have subsequent questions, drop it in the comment section down below. I'll just pulling in people's legs. Drop it in the comment section down below. It will actually let me know that you gained from this and you are also curious about other things. And you can also kind of into me other videos I need to make in terms of this, because I'm telling people, once I'm done with education like this, I know they do study permit video again. No, I'm telling you. I know they do study permit video again. I'm no longer doing study permit video once I finish education and I finish my master's. Let's move on to greater things. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I guess I will see you next week. Bye.